Victor Wembanyama arrives in San Antonio. We'll talk to Sean Elliott, former Spur great. He went to dinner with Victor. He did an interview with Robin Roberts. Robin, longtime SportsCenter anchor, and now Good Morning America. And he was doing interviews during the draft. And I believe that it was Brian Windhorst who said that Victor Wembanyama studied some interviews that Robin Roberts had done with other people to prepare for the interview on Good Morning America. And Robin asked him a question, and listen to his answer. Here's a 19-year-old being asked this question.
There have also been some who look at you and go, are you ready? The day in, day out, the grueling NBA schedule.
They could think that because they don't know my work ethic. I know how I work, how we work with my surroundings, with my environment. I could never have any doubt.
And so when someone says bulk up.
Why? What for? You should tell others to skinny up.
I loved it. Because what he's saying is, okay, if I add 20 pounds, what's it mean? Kevin Durant, maybe he added 15 pounds since he was a freshman at Texas. It's not like somebody goes, oh, man, they're going to post you up. When's the last time you heard that? Kevin Durant, he can't withstand the rigors of the NBA. Greg Oden, he was built like a grown-ass man. That didn't matter. And at that size, the more weight you have, it feels like you're more susceptible. And Victor Wembanyama is saying, no, this is who I am. They have to adapt to me. I'm not adapting to them. And plus, this is the new NBA. I got to get bigger to be on the low post. Who's on the low post anymore? And I thought that it was very insightful on his part to say, no, this is how I am at my best. I don't need to, LeBron was already built to play. Zion was already built to play, maybe a little too heavy. But certain guys come in and they're ready to play. Yao Ming was ready to play. Shaq was ready to play. But that's different. And let's say he puts on 20 pounds. 20 pounds is not going to be a lot. And he's probably going to look the same. I don't know what David Robinson weighed when he left Navy and came into the NBA. I don't know if anybody said, oh, he's going to get beat up. You don't get beat up or roughed up anymore in the NBA. You just don't. The game is a perimeter-based game. It's a jump shooting game. Now, can I put him on the low post? Yes, and I would. But I'm going to have him – you're going to have multiple guys guarding him during the course of a game. He's going to disrupt your defensive schemes because he can go in, he can go out, he can handle, he can shoot. You're going to body him? Go ahead. Because he's going to be quicker than you because of his size. And that he doesn't weigh 250 pounds. Yeah, Paul.
I'm looking back at Kevin Durant at Texas. He just doesn't have any muscle tone. He looks almost like the same guy. I bet he's maybe, like you said, he's probably about 20 pounds heavier. Maybe 20. But he's jacked now. He's completely in shape and looks completely comfortable. But he didn't put on 50 pounds, I guarantee it.
But we get caught up in that. Steph Curry, he's got to put on some weight. No, he doesn't. Steve Nash, he's going to have to put on some weight. They're going to, who's he going to guard? They're going to rough him up. Oh, okay. I always look at, what do you do best? And is it better than what somebody else, let's say you're a great defender. Are you as good a defender as he is an offensive player? And if not, then I got an advantage here. Steph Curry, he can't guard anybody. Who can guard him? Victor Wembanyama, he's going to get roughed up. He's also going to blow by you. He's also going to get, his jumper. If Steph weighed 15 pounds more, does that matter? And the answer is probably it does in a negative way. Yes, Eden.
I have Kevin Durant coming out of college at 215.
Ooh.
And right now, ESPN has him at 240.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But that's over the course of 12 years. So he's getting 2 pounds a year. That's
doesn't seem crazy.
That's not a crazy transformation.
No.
That's not like a baseball player who shows up for spring training and people go, whoa, wait a minute.
And like Paul was just saying, when you look at him, you're not looking at a guy who's like, man, he's really put on weight.
Yeah.
You're like he's more like a guy who filled out. He's in good shape.
But that is normal. That's normal weight to add.
Yeah.
Not, man, I got to bulk up. I remember Sean Bradley was told, you got to bulk up, man. But the NBA was different back then. That's where you were on the blocks, and that's where they were roughing you up. Now, you don't need to be, 260 pounds to survive the rigors of the NBA. If anything, you need to be lighter. Yes. Yeah, Paulie.
Big men are either going to have foot and leg problems or they're not going to have foot and leg problems. Chet Holmgren was skinny. I don't know if that's because that's a reason he hurt his foot last year or it's just an awkward moment.
I think it was an awkward moment.
Right. Reggie Miller, you saw him coming into the pros. He looks like a fawn. He looks as skinny as you could be. He did not have any foot problems. He did not have any leg problems. He was 6'7", 170. You're either going to have them or you're not, and I don't know if weight can necessarily mitigate that. Or working, if your shoulders are bigger, your feet are better?
I would rather have a lighter player than I would a heavier player. If you said to the Pelicans, hey, would you like Zion to be, like 245? They'd be like, yep. Yes, I would. Big men have problems with their feet and their knees. I don't need to add more weight. But as far as Victor Wembanyama, I thought that was an interesting comment that he had to Robin Roberts. Like, no, need to skinny up. And I like that. I want him to be confident going into to his rookie season. The biggest winning percentage pick after big draft pick. So biggest increase in winning percentage. The Spurs, that was when they added Tim Duncan. So they lost David Robinson. Then they got Tim Duncan. Then they I need to know how many wins they improved. I don't care about the winning percentage, Todd. Spurs have the second and third best turnaround seasons. Celtics, when they drafted Larry Bird, he stayed in school one more year and then came out. The Bucks, when they drafted Kareem the following year, their sixth year. Yes, Paulie.
Yeah, the Spurs, when they got David Robinson, we talked about this a little before, they had 21 wins. They had David Robinson. They go to 56 wins. Bunch of years later, remember, he hurt his back? Yeah. In 1996, they had 59 wins. He hurts his back. They go down to 20 wins. They get Tim Duncan. They go to 56 wins. So they added 36 wins by adding Tim Duncan.
So that's the most.
But they added Tim Duncan and David Robinson.
Yeah. The David Robinson one from 88 to 89, that's plus 35 wins. Bird, the Celtics, plus 32. Kareem and the Bucks in 68 to 69, plus 29 wins. Carmelo Anthony and the Nuggets are 12th on the all-time list. They went up 26 wins when they drafted Carmelo Anthony. Thank you, Tom.